Good morning, my miracle friends. Yeah, another day begins as we sit here quietly preparing for the best day of our lives. Put our hands together and place them over our precious, beautiful beating hearts. Give yourself a cheeky smile and feel the excitement of a new day bubbling up inside. Close your eyes and turn your attention inwards. Lesson 8 from A Course in Miracles. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. The idea is, of course, the reason why you see only the past. No one really sees anything. He sees only his thoughts projected outwards. The mind's preoccupation with the past is the cause of the misconception about time from which your seeing suffers. Your mind cannot grasp the present, which is the only time there is. It therefore cannot understand time and cannot, in fact, understand anything. The one wholly true thought one can hold about the past is that it's not here. To think about it at all is therefore to think about illusions. Very few have realised what is actually entailed in picturing the past or anticipating the future. The mind is actually blank when it does this because it's not really thinking about anything. The purpose of the exercises for today is to begin to train your mind to recognise when it is not really thinking at all. While thoughtless ideas preoccupy your mind, the truth is blocked. Recognising that your mind has been merely blank, rather than believing that it is filled with real ideas, is the first step to opening the way to vision. The exercises for today should be done with eyes closed. This is because you cannot see anything, and it is easier to recognise that no matter how vividly you may picture a thought, you are not seeing anything. With as little investment as possible, search your mind for the usual minute or so, merely noting the thoughts you find there. Name each one by the central figure or theme it contains and pass on to the next. Introduce the practice period by saying, I seem to be thinking about blah, blah. Then name each of your thoughts specifically. For example, I seem to be thinking about, name a person. I seem to be thinking about, name an object. I seem to be thinking about, name an emotion. And so on, concluding at the end of the mind-searching period, but my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. This can be done 4 or 5 times during the day, unless you find it irritates you. If you find it trying, then 3 or 4 times is sufficient. You might find it helpful, however, to include your irritation or any emotion that the idea for today may induce in the mind searching itself. So apparently our brain is a 3-pound universe that processes between 6,000 and 70,000 thoughts each day, using 100 billion neurons that connect at more than 500 trillion points through synapses that travel 300 miles an hour. Throughout our life, our experiences create patterns of activity that explain how our brain codes our thoughts, memories, skills, and sense of self. According to research by Dr. Fred Luskin of Stanford University, a human being can have around 60,000 thoughts per day. And 90% of those are repetitive. An old record on replay. So lesson 8, my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. Indeed it is. Our thoughts create our feelings, and our feelings create our thoughts in a loop that goes round and round. We think something nerve-wracking and we start to feel nervous. We think a sad thought and we feel sad. We think a happy thought and we feel happy. And sometimes we have a feeling first, and then we try and explain it with a set of thoughts. Like first thing in the morning when we wake up, the body has already started to secrete cortisol and adrenaline to wake us up. And that might lead us to feeling nervous and starting the thinking about or dreading the day ahead. So we're going to train ourselves to convert that fear-based start or nerve-wracking start. FEAR stands for feeling excited and ready. So we experience life through the lens of these thoughts and feelings, and this is a habit like any other. And if we always do what we have always done, we will always get what we always got. If we always think what we've always thought, we will always feel what we've always felt. But the brain has the incredible ability to change, to pattern interrupt, to get off the loop and adapt to new experiences. A Course in Miracles helps change our mind by relieving us of old fear-based beliefs and patterns, by training our brains in a more liberating way, disciplining ourselves to think on purpose rather than mindlessly allowing any old past nonsense to swirl around in our heads. So let's switch on the light. Beloved, divine, loving light within us and all around us. The perfect day already exists. Thank you for guiding me and everyone concerned to this. Love before me, love behind me, love to the left of me and love to the right of me, love above me and love below me, love express through me, love emanate from me, touching everyone and everything in the form and the formless. Where would love have me go today? What would love have me do today? What would love have me say or not say today, and to whom? Have an amazing day!